Hey guys, Rob with Mitten State Bushcraft. You know, I'm not a gimmicky kind of guy. I like to take gear out in the field that actually works. A couple months ago, I got this Nano Stryker XL, and when it came in the mail, I looked at it and I was like, what the heck is that? Well, let me tell you something. It comes from Exotac, www.exo.tac, or something to that nature. And when I first saw it, I was like, how is this thing gonna work? You know, I'm so used to having a longer ferro rod with a lot more meat on it. So I decided to try it out. So for the past month and a half, I've been starting fires with it. It's gotten well used. And at first I thought it was a joke. I mean, look how small it is, okay? This is tiny. But it has some benefits. It's maybe an EDC. You carry it on your key ring or something like that. Well, let me show this how this works. So you unscrew it to expose the ferro rod. Here's your Stryker. It's tiny, but it features 4 sharp angles on this. Yep, it's a little bit cumbersome to hold on to, even if you've got smaller hands. And I couldn't even imagine holding on to this if you were wearing gloves. It would just be impossible. Luckily, we always carry a knife with a 90-degree spine. So let me show you how this works. So part of the cover becomes a handle extension. So it does have a decent sized handle extension. And of course, your 4 striking edges. Now, it takes a little to get used to. Some of the edges don't want to strike all the time. But once you find the edge that does want to strike, it'll work. As you know, I started a fire with it. But here's the downsides to it. It is a smaller ferro rod, so I can imagine that you'd probably work through this pretty quick. The size of the Stryker leaves a lot to be desired. But like I said, if we carry a knife with a 90-degree spine, that's not an issue. Here's a plus. The ferro rod is replaceable. You can go to their website, exotac.com, and you can order new ferro rods. And they just screw right back in. It comes in a bag. It has a key ring for one side, and then it has a lanyard for the other side. So when you put it all back together, like such, you have a little compact ferro rod. Put your wrist lanyard here, your key ring on here, you hang it from your keys. It's kind of discreet for everyday carry, and nobody will really know what it is until you pull it out and you need it. Now, would this be my primary ferro rod? No. I would not carry something like this into the woods as my primary ferro rod, but as a backup or something that I'd carry on a key ring for EDC, yeah, most definitely I would. It throws sparks. It doesn't throw gobs of molten metal like some, but it definitely will throw a spark, and if you have dry tinder, you definitely will get a fire from it. So that's my review of the Nano Stryker XL.